You are now tuned in to Deezerts TV, the network that makes content that will change your life. Check mic 1 2 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly an honor. This is Realest State of Mind. My name is D'Artagnan Connor, and next to me it is
Stephan Muccular.
And it is truly an honor to be in your presence today, ladies and gentlemen. It's something about a moment. It is something about a momentous occasion, Steve.
Absolutely.
That it is. And I feel like this is nothing less than that. Before we go anywhere else, Steve, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I am good. Life is good. Everything is good. How about yourself, man?
Steve over there is Mr. Good. I love to hear it. You know what, Steve? I am actually doing okay. On this current day, I am feeling excited because I am in your presence, finally getting this off the ground.
Man.
You know, I'm in a
time coming,
honestly, man, and I'm in a better space today than I have been in a long time. So yeah. I thank God for that.
Thank God. Class.
And that's on me. So first things first, Steve. So, Realest State of Mind is what we're thinking of. It's what we want to give the people. What is that?
Man, you know, when you came up with that name, I really liked how it was a play on words.
Okay. You're a connoisseur.
So, Real Estate of Mind. The Realest State of Mind. Kind of sounds like real estate. You feel me? And, you know, I know that's your bag since you're the newest real estate agent out of the Bay Area.
Uh-oh. Talk to me.
Mr. Quarantine Realtor.
No cap.
So, yeah, I just like that. It's a really nice name. And it's dope. It's just dope.
I feel you. I feel like in the essence of what we want to do, we really want to make sure we talk about business-related stuff. We want to talk about finance-related stuff because Steve is the finance guy.
No, absolutely.
You want to know about a number and how it gets crunched? That's your man. No ifs and buts about it. So when you put finance, real estate, entrepreneurship, investments, all that together, I feel like that puts you in your realest state of mind, ladies and gentlemen. Stop playing with me. Steve. What a gunshot.
Preaching. Hey, you preaching now.
No cap, man. So, Steve, talk to us a little about finance. Is that what you're passionate about? First things first. What are you passionate about, Steve?
Absolutely. Yeah, growing up, you know, I'm from Richmond, California.
Okay.
Well, you know,
shout out to the rich city.
Rich city. Bay Area, what's up?
You know what it is.
I've always had a knack for numbers. I was pretty
Okay.
good at numbers growing up.
Facts.
And I always like to help people. So I kind of just put those two together and said, you know what, let me go into finance. And essentially I could be a financial advisor and help people with their finances. So I can take that analytical side of me and that knack for helping people put them together. And that's where I got that from.
Wow. I couldn't have asked for a better answer out of that then, Steve.
So, yeah, what about you? You know, what's led you to this point? How'd you get here?
Well, I'm for sure did not wake up and know years ago that I wanted to be a real estate agent. But my passions do lie in business and entrepreneurship. And my real passions do lie in going after a good opportunity. If we gonna be honest, Steve.
Yeah, keep it a buck.
If I'm gonna do anything, Steve, I gotta do that.
Gotta keep it stacked.
Let me put my headphones back on and stop playing with y'all. I feel like I saw this as an opportunity to be the driving force for all our other businesses, right? I can have every idea in the world, right? But without adequate funding, I always get stopped at a certain point, right?
That makes sense.
So in this moment during quarantine, lockdown time frame 2020, everybody has been living in the same state. I'm sitting there and I realize maybe I should look into this. Maybe I should see it as in an opportunity. And that only came from me wanting to start a daycare last year. You know all about that. Our small world, ladies and gentlemen, where we were going to instill the entrepreneurial mindset into the next generation. It was such an amazing process going through that journey because I was going through a lot of personal pain at that time. And through trying to find what made me happy, I realized I wanted to get back into working with kids. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but we go on tangents here. But I feel like if we're going to go there and I got a pod, I'm going to have to just release and express. So back to what I was saying.
Hey, just meet him there. Just meet him there.
Steve, if not, I'm going to have to beat him there. Honestly. We just want to have fun with y'all, ladies and gentlemen, so just rock and roll with us, man. But through doing all that, I realized I wanted to, I started paying attention to like I started paying more attention to owning the land, right? I knew I wanted to own wherever we were going to open up the Our Small World. I wasn't interested in partnering with a school because I've tried to go down that route before. I wasn't necessarily interested in taking on somebody else's program. And I just didn't necessarily want to be leasing a building because I know if I own it, there's multiple ways we could hustle through it because it's ours. You know what I mean? But when it didn't come into fruition going into this year, and I'm just sitting in my room, I realized I need to take advantage of this opportunity. If I was paying attention to that, maybe now look into this. And that's when I stumbled across realestateu.com. This is definitely not an advertisement.
We wish.
But they can call us.
And if they do, we'll let you all know.
That we will.
Any type of advertisements, we'll let you know.
And if you feel like you want to be an advertiser, you can also let us know. So either way you want to make this happen, we can make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. But I went to realestateu.com and they have in 5 states where you could take the courses to get your real estate license, and it was only $99, so it felt like too good of an opportunity not to take advantage of it in that moment. So I gave it a try. I realized I can get through it. The fastest I can get through it is in 3 courses. Each part you had 2.5 weeks. So in 7.5 weeks, I could go and take my test with the DRE to get my license, right? So I'm thinking in this moment, it's April. I'm like, okay, let me try to do this and I could potentially have my license by June or something. I said, whoa, let me look into this. And that's kind of what it led me to this point. Took the courses, went to SAC, took my test, did not pass it the first time, ladies and gentlemen, but on the second time around, found a better study material, Pocket Prep, the app, hit me. This also isn't an ad, but that course, study guide, however you slice and dice it, did a great job of getting me prepared to take the test the second time around. Went in there and passed it. Fast forward, that was in July. I did my paperwork one at a time. I highly recommend just get it all done. Right out the gate. Huh?
All at once?
All at once. Because what I did was I paid to take the test the first time around. And I said, I'll give them the extra couple $100 after I passed. But I should have just did it all at once because I had passed my test. And then in that moment in July, I could have been ready. But because I did it separate, now I had to wait, and processing has been so slow. Especially for not only them, but everybody else. And it's been a true hassle, you know what I mean? And I could have saved myself through that, but in hindsight, it still was pretty much from end of March, April to September 15th. I officially got my card. And ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, that might be the baddest card in my pocket at this point in time. And I am excited to see what it can do for me. I ain't playing with you. But that's honestly how I got into real estate. And in that moment, that's what's kind of led us to here. to wanting to know we wanted to do the show. This may have been like a plan to create a podcast, create shows, and do all these different things for a little over a year now, honestly, but timing wasn't right, life wasn't right, the opportunities wasn't right, and it just took until now. And honestly, we didn't even see this happening until maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I realized once I started once I was about to lock in with my broker, once I was about to get everything going, I said, yo, I gotta make a show. You know what really told me I need to make the show?
What?
Let me tell them what really made me know I need to make the show.
Break it down.
What told me I need to make a show was because Steve told me, because Steve, this is my ace. This is my guy right here. If D gonna make a play, just know it's Steve in the schematics with me, all through and through. So I'm trying to get going, and Steve wants to make sure I'm as productive as possible as a new agent. Make sure I optimize my time. We've been watching videos, we've been doing everything, and we really want to make sure I get going on a very good start. So being me and Steve, we some young hustlers. We know how to go get it, and we are definitely not too shy to do some cold calling. First thing Steve told me to do is, you gotta make your calls, man. You gotta make your calls. I'm like, all right, Steve, but I ain't trying to go all down my call log. He said, bro, but if you do. I'm like, all right, I hear you. And I'm thinking to myself, I got 70 contacts that I do need to contact. Do I feel like contacting them? Am I in that mood? Have I been in that mood? No. But should I do it? Probably. Honestly, yes. Steve, what's the line you told me I should hit people with when I call?
Man, I forgot. What was it?
You forgot the line?
I forgot the one.
That's crazy. Okay, here. You act like you a caller, Steve. This how Steve wanted me to hit him with.
You calling me, so right?
No, facts. I am calling you. Hi, this is Homes by D'Artagnan.
Hey, this is Steven.
That's actually not even how you wanted me to start. Steve actually wanted me to be as personable as possible. He wanted me to contact them and say like this, hey, Steve, how have you been?
Oh, man. It's been alright, man.
Wow.
Quarantine's got me down.
Uh-huh.
My girl ain't acting right.
Oh, brother.
Sheesh, it's tough.
Brother, ain't life tough?
Man.
Ain't it rough?
It's rough.
Steve wanted to make sure I connected with everybody because that's just genuinely who I am. But he wanted to make sure I really showed the best parts of my characteristics in the conversation. And then he said, if the conversation goes to that point, let it go to that point. But if it doesn't, let it just flow where it's going. But if you get an opportunity, let them know, hey, just in case you were wondering. Is that how you said started off? Or do you remember now?
It was a little bit different than
Oh,
that.
okay, word. Break it down to the people then, Steve.
It was more so like,
okay,
hey, I really respect your opinion.
Okay.
And I would love to know if, how could I gain more customers? How could I grow my business? Do you have any ideas on that?
Facts. And honestly, it would be a great way to segue it in, and I think it was very tasteful as well. Because sometimes people call people and want to get straight to the punch. You wanna just cut out the middleman, But no, I think how he said go about it and everything was fantastic. I just didn't know if I wanted to just be contacted everybody. But in that moment, I had said, oh, if I do, I need to record this because this could be something crazy. And in that moment, ding, 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 everything started going off in my head. I'm like, oh, shoot, well, I guess I got to have a YouTube series. I guess I got to have a channel. I guess I got to do this. And I was thinking like, oh yeah, I gotta have a show now. I gotta have this, or I gotta take people through my process. Either way you put it, I gotta do something. And then I let a few days go through. I kept talking with my marketing guy. Shout out to Stu Marketing out there in the Bay Area. And I realized a few days later that, I actually just need to do a podcast. But I had already been preparing to do a podcast for a little bit over a year. But it was just, now it all kind of came together and I seen it happen and it clicked and I said, oh, Steve, I think we got to do a podcast, brother, because I may be cool, but if I do it with my right-hand man, we might really be able to set it off. And if we take people through our journey of young, hungry entrepreneurs, corporate individuals, hungry hustlers. How would you describe yourself, Steve?
I'm definitely a hungry hustler.
Steve said he double H. No cap, no cap. And that's what we're about, man. And that's where we felt like Realest State of Mind had to come to life. That summed that up well, Steve?
You did sum that up well.
Honestly, man.
I got another one for you, though.
Okay.
What do you want out of a podcast? What do you want out of Realest State of Mind?
I think the main goal is to amplify Black voices. And by doing that, we have to listen to Black voices, right? And I think if we do that while being ourselves, talking to other young people like ourselves, and giving them a platform and an opportunity to come spread their sugar and share their wealth. See how I threw that in there real quick?
Saying I love it.
Little something. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we are really having a great time with you today. This pilot couldn't have went any better. I feel like we're really taking off. What's your question again, Steve? My bad. I'm Dr. Tangent. So,
what did you want out of the pod?
I really want to make sure that. You know what I really want to make sure? I want to make sure that we do a good job of highlighting our process, our story, and sharing our resources with other people like ourselves around our age and the generation after us. I feel like going between Generation Z, which we are, and Generation Alpha, which is coming up after us, like we were talking about with the daycare, that next generation, I feel like if we do a good job of documenting our process, because we want to go places where it don't make sense for us to even go, honestly. And if we actually get there and document it in this moment in time, it'll make no sense to set it off for everybody else from here, there, and everywhere to come. You get what I'm saying?
I like it. I love it.
And I feel like if we do that, then our job is done.
Absolutely.
What are you looking for? What do you feel?
Man, I honestly wanted to, I wanted to be nice and fun, but I also wanted to be a little educational. I wanted to spread the knowledge that we have gained over the years, like you said, to the next generation. And then, I also want to build, somewhat of a community here where, we can listen to our viewers and
very true.
We can receive feedback and switch things up. And,
create a true family.
Create a true family, yeah.
Yeah, that sense of community is very important. And the Realest State of Mind family is something that we really definitely want to build upon. We got books we want to share with you. We got songs we want to share with you. We have entrepreneurs, creatives, so much we actually really want to share. And
contacts.
Because ain't no fun unless the homie can have some. And if I got the contact, why shouldn't Steve have the contact? And if Steve got the contact, why shouldn't you have the contact? That's how we spread the sugar, share the wealth, right?
Hey, break that down for me.
Wait a second. So that's the second, third time I done told you about spread the sugar, share the wealth.
Break it down for me.
And I ain't broke it down, so look. The essence of spread the sugar, share the wealth, if we really gonna go back, it's probably 2014, Carl's mixtape, Trap Zone 2.
Sheesh.
I had a track on there. We did the Pound Cake remix, right? Pound Cake with Drake and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
We did that. Me, Carl, and Hunt had to get on that track and break it one time. But at the end of my verse,
queued it up. That would have been hilarious.
we for sure should cue it up. Let's see if I got it.
Nah, keep it.
Okay, Steve said chill. I got too much dip on my chip. So I'm gonna roll it back, but
we might throw that in episode 2.
Say less. This is kind of what this show is, but I didn't see it as being this. You know what I mean? When you got vision, sometimes you may see it, but it may not always be clear. But if you keep walking down the path, eventually it'll turn 2020. Oh my gosh. Lost my point, y'all. Oh, it's gonna be a sick journey. It's gonna be a sick journey with us together, Steve.
Absolutely.
What was I telling these people? That's crazy.
Hey, but
either way you put it.
Let's hit up the song, your song of the week, bro.
I was supposed to be breaking down Spread the Sugar, Share the Wealth. I was long-winded. I'm gonna wrap it up. Spread the sugar. Think about it as in spreading love, spreading compassion. Like if back in the day when the old folks used to say, go down the street and get a cup of sugar, you know you could depend on that cup of sugar from Miss Suzanne, Miss Barbara,
Miss Suzanne,
Miss Dolores, you know, and that's that love. And the wealth, where we spread the sugar and we share the wealth, that's ultimately what we've been talking about this whole episode. Wealth is not just the monetary value, but it's that resources, it's that knowledge, it's that gain. And it's that compound interest of the gains.
Health too. Health is wealth too.
Health?
Health is wealth.
Health, mind, body, heart, and soul. Honestly, all of that is important. But that's ultimately what we mean with spread the sugar, share the wealth. It's a new day and age for us, ladies and gentlemen. And if I feel like if we make some tweaks right here and there, we'll see a future that we like to see. So I think we're coming to a close. Steve, how are you feeling about pilot episode thus far, man? Talk to us.
I think the pilot episode went great, to be honest.
That's good, man. I'm happy. I'm excited, and I want to let you people know you guys are something special, man. Don't take no wooden nickels. Remember who you are. This is Realest State of Mind, ladies and gentlemen.